Hi everyone, welcome back to Plum Mashable. So this week I'm using Planner's Anonymous Tropicana to decorate in my planner. So let's go ahead and get to it. Alright, so we're going to be using Tropicana today. And I think I know what I want to do. I asked you guys on Instagram if you wanted to see a bright or a dark version of this, and we've gone dark, so I know where I'm being guided here. I know what I'm trying to do. I just have to work out the way that it comes together. I think once I start sticking, that'll work. So I'm going to start with this bit of paper because it is just oh so stunning and I love it. And I want to have that. I think no, we'll do the washi tape on the top. We'll do the paper as a bit of paper. We'll use it as a flipper or something because I have a lot going on this week, so I need to write down a bunch more than I probably normally would. I'm just going to start off with whiteouting my July. Oh, there we go. Because I want to do smooth today. I love this tape. It is so beautiful. Just have a look at it when it goes down. I'm debating today because there is gold flecks on here if I'm going to do gold flecks on the paper, and you know what, I'm going to do it and I'm going to start with that. So I'm just going to take everything off so I've got the blank bit, and we'll start with some gold. Completely around the wrong way in my head, but I reckon it's easier to do it this way than it is to do it afterwards and then try not to get gold everywhere. So I'm just grabbing my Starry colours. I'm going to have a look at the tape. I'm just going to roll it out a little bit. Yellow gold. I did already know that, but it's always good just to check. A bit of water in the yellow gold and we'll soup it up. I'm just going to, before I do that, I never remember if I cleaned my brushes the last time, so I just put a little bit of water on the side of my mat. Now, honest to goodness, I may end up covering all of this gold, but I figure it's, like I said, it's easier for it to be there to begin with than not, so we'll start with that. I'm just going to put gold flecks all over the place. You can go as hard or as soft as you like here. If you want really big flicks, get a slightly bigger brush. I like the really subtle kind of little flecks. I think they look really nice. Move anything I don't want to get gold on at this point. I'm just going to put in the box just in case, because this part isn't a clean process, it's a messy process. Alright, I think that's good. So I'm going to go ahead really quickly and just heat set this just so that I don't have to wait for it to dry, because you guys know I have no patience. And I'll be right back. So I'm going to start off then with some green. I'll put the green washi on the bottom again. We'll do the bottom and the top. I just think this will tie this in together. Sometimes the gold on the washi can kind of get lost. This way it's not going to get lost because it's all over. So I'm going to go ahead and stick these down and trim off any of the excess, and I'll be right back. that not look beautiful or what? I'm just fizzing over here. So good. All right. So like I said, I'm being guided a lot here by, I want dark and I want green. They're the colors I'm aiming at here. So everywhere I can, that's what I'm going to be using. Now I really want to do a flipper. And I love that. I think that's really pretty, and I'm just debating. If you remember back a couple of weeks ago when I did my poolside project, I did that little folder with the sorry, with the little circle in the middle. I'm actually debating doing something very similar to that again, because I just think that the acetate, the acetate is just too pretty to not use. So I'm just going to put this up to the top. This is going to be a slightly longer video, but that's okay. I haven't done a long weekly decoration in a bit, so we should be okay. Plus, I bet you guys have missed the flippers as much as I've missed making them. So I'm going to be a little bit more careful with this. So I know I don't want this to be any bigger than 12. In fact, I think I want it to sit at about 8.5. So if I want it to be 8.5, that's 17 centimeters. So I'm going to cut this to 17 and we're going to fold it in half. So I'm just going to cut, mark at 17. I'm going to put it on the thing properly so that it's proper. But I'm also going to mark it at 8.5. Paper cutter's guilt, here we come. Every time. I always feel guilty about cutting it. It's so pretty. And I always feel horrible that I'm cutting this gorgeous paper. Now I'll get the scoreboard in. You'd think I'd get all my tools out before I started, but no. It's much more fun pulling the drawer out and in, out and in, out and in, out and in. So I'm just going to line this up. It is slightly bigger. That's alright, I can fix that. Okay. It doesn't have to be perfect because we can just trim off any excess that we've got. I'm just trying to, there we go. I'm trying to find the line. Uh-oh. I pushed a bit too hard there and I've gone through. But that's right, you won't notice it. Okay, and then we'll fold this over. Ha! I did it! I actually got it dead set in the middle. There's not going to be any wastage here. There is going to be a little bit that I need to trim off. I've just remembered that it's a little bit too high. So I want it to sit that side. I'm just deciding which bit I want to cut off. Cut off this little bit at the top. I really love that toucan just there. And I want the circle to go in the middle here. So that's sort of why I'm going there. I'm going to leave it folded, and I've just got my little pencil mark there, and I'll just cut it straight through. So I'll keep that because I'll probably use it somewhere else. Okay, and then we need to do the circle. So for that, I'm just getting my trusty infinity dies. This is going to be a pocket as well, so it's not going to be a fancy pocket like the last one I did, but it's going to have a pocket to it. Now I'm going to lean on the side of, I'd rather have it slightly too small than slightly too big. I don't want it to be too close to the edges or anything. I'm just going to grab some of that washi that I had before. Just finding my little window. The cool thing is it's going to be gold on one side and silver on the other, so that'll be really awesome. And the other really cool thing is that there's not too many of the toucans on the back, so when I put the little thing in for the pocket, it'll work. The other thing I'm really quickly going to do is just stick these two bits together. You could do it with a bit of glue tape. You're going to glue it down together anyway in a minute, but actually I'm going to do that. I'm just going to put just a smidgen of glue tape on the inside just to hold it shut so it doesn't move while it runs through the die cut machine. Cool thing is now I've got 2 of these little circles, which would make really cool oh, how cute's that? Make a really cool background for a card or something later. Right, so then we're going to bring in the acetate. The cool thing is we don't need to use too much. I was like, why is that not opening? But because I put tape on it. So I'm just going to mark out, just with a whiteboard marker, if I can reach it, just where I want to cut to, just so that I don't overcut. The good thing is that just then wipes straight off. Alright, and then before we close this up and put that on, I just want to put the window on. Okay, that's the only slightly close one. The rest of them should be fine. So I might need to punch through the acetate as well in a second, but that's okay. The thing I was doing before I got distracted by the that. So open that up. I didn't know I was going to use my craft knife, so it doesn't count. I'm going to grab my knife. I'm going to cut myself a little pocket here. So I'm going to cut from 0 to 6.5 because that's going to give me enough room to put a list of some kind, or my piece of paper or whatever I need to put in here, but it's not going to get too close to the holes or anything else. So there's a little pocket slit, and then when we close all of this up, we just won't put any glue in this little bit here, and that way it'll work as a pocket. So I'll show you that in a second. The acetate first, we'll put that in. So I'm just keeping it so I've got the side I want to be on the front at the front, and that way I can work to it. So we'll put glue tape all around the circle. I'm being just a bit careful because this bit here is a bit skinny. I'm going to do it afterwards, but I'm also going to put some on the other side so that it sticks it down. I'm just deciding which way I want to put that. I like having that big leaf in the middle. I think that's cool. Now you could also do this as a shaker if you wanted to, like make it a bit wider and put some shaker stuff in it. But I think it looks really cool just as a little window. Alright, and then to close it up, I'm putting glue all along the edge with the holes. At the top, obviously, because we want that. A little bit on the bottom of the acetate, and I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the acetate to shut that window up in a second. And then I'm coming down the middle here, but I'm not putting any in this bit in the middle, and then just a tinsy bit on the bottom. So basically, this whole area here has no glue on it at all. I'm actually just going to bring that down right to the line of the cut. So I'm hoping that all makes sense. So this is the back, this is the front, just around the wrong way. So then we fold it over, and there is a lot of glue on there, but thankfully your glue dots give you some time. They're not straight away going to be stuck and then you're stuck until you really push. And then we've got our little flipper. It's going to cut the holes again. Sometimes the vellum and the acetate are really the hardest things in the kit to use. They really are. But if you just think outside the box a little bit, they can be really cool. And what I might do is put like a sticker right there, or if you wanted to, you could put this back. It's just got a bit of tape there. You could put this back behind here, and actually so you're looking through but you've got the acetate, which I don't think is quite as, I think that's prettier, but that's me. And then with the pocket, just to sort of show you, you've got all that room to be able to put that in. So it doesn't look like a lot, but it's a skinny list holder, but it's going to hold stuff if you need it to. Right, flipper done. let's get back to putting, actually planning, shall we? So I've got all my stickers. I've also got the die cuts. I have a feeling I want to use something out of the die cut this one. So I just want to have a quick reminder of what's in here. I think they're all pretty light stuff though, so I'm just going to keep the toucan out. I did not mean to do that, but that's exactly the right size. The only problem is if it sits in there, you see the top of it, so I'm just going to leave it out, but I didn't do that on purpose, but it worked. So I'm going to put the toucans all there. And I'm just going to leave the signpost out because I like the signpost. And then we'll get all the stickers. So for the colours of the weeks, what have we got? We've got the blue, the pink, the green and the brown. I was going to try and stay with the greens. I just don't want to over greenify it. And I do have the pink pops up here, so I'm thinking of maybe just doing just the 3 colours. There's really only one blue anyway, it's for the Wednesday. So if I use all of these and then just replace the Wednesday, it's got the orange for the, let's do it this way. So I'm going to do more browns and pinks, but I'll put a green pop in there for Wednesday as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and put these dates down because this is the easy part. Just covering straight over the top. You guys have seen me cut these before. I really love the swatch. But so this week we'll just leave it alone. Whoops. My week nearly had 2 Mondays. If you want to, you can white this out if you can see it through the top white bit, but you don't have to. It's just a personal preference. Boo-boo with my numbers, but I don't care, it's fine. I just sort of went, I thought, oh, it'll look good on that side for a change, but yeah, no, didn't quite work. Right, I want that one as well maybe. All right, just thinking. I'm also gonna keep this in at all times just to sort of make sure I know where I'm putting things in regard to that, so I don't cover that too much. Not sure if that's a little bit too bright, but we'll soon find out. Yeah, I think we'll leave that off. I really want to use the corners. And I really want to use, even though it's going to add just a little bit of blue and I was avoiding it, I want to use this big box. I just think it's so pretty and it needs to be somewhere. So I think I like the toucans there, and that toucan then covers up the bits and pieces, but then I can put with the word Fetty, I can put my Happy Mail sticker down there, even though it's blue, I don't care. I think that'll look really cool. I really love the speckles. I didn't think I would like them this much, but there's something that's pulled that in. I really enjoy it. And I want to use a lot of these green bits. I wish I had like a whole page of these green bits. I love them. I think they're gorgeous. I'm going to put one down over here. I know it'll get hidden a little bit by my little window, but I don't care. In fact, I'm going to put them all along that edge because I don't have, I can kind of go, oh. So I'm going to put it right to the edge now instead of sort of, I had a bit of a gap there. Put that right to the edge. And then I bring this one in. There's a little bit of overhang on either edge, but it's okay. Oh, I love that. Love that, love that, love that. Oh, magpies are really singing loudly this morning. This is just me being a crazy human, but there's a little bit of a white gap and it's annoying me. Or better, stick the toucan. I'm actually going to stick him, yeah, exactly where I was going to stick him, just there. But then I'm going to put the happy mail next to him, and we'll just do a happy mail in a different kind of way. So instead of doing it as a list kind of thing, actually I'm not even going to do that. I'm going to put my happy mail on a list in the pocket instead. I'm going to put that toucan up there. I'm going to give him a little bit of floral, not to sit on, but just to extend this a little bit. So I'll put him down first. Flowers here to do, but I might do them after I put in all of my bits and pieces. Just making sure I haven't missed anything I wanted, like a sticker that I just had to use because sometimes I have those. And good, I've still got another one. Ooh, because I'm crazy. Ah, damn. Okay, but this one is a little bit different in that it's got a little bit of white at the bottom. I can fix that bit that I just tore off, so I'm not worried. I'm just going to trim off the little bit of white at the bottom. I just tore off another bit. Jeez. Doesn't matter if it's not completely straight. We can kind of make it look. I'm actually going to have it right over on the side, and then I can Right, I need to put things in first. So I have made a mistake because I forgot that Thursday was the busiest day on my calendar. And because Thursday is the busiest day on my calendar, I kind of need all the room here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel these up. You can get your undo out here. I actually find these peel up reasonably easily. These are going to stay all together. So there's no worry about if they all come up together. I always get a bit lost in the decorating part of it and then remember, no, actually you still need to make this functional, and especially when Thursday is your biggest day, you dinkus, word of the day. Yeah, duh. I am going to use the undo for this bit because I'm actually just going to move it up. Wednesday is probably my quietest day of the week. Oh, I've got a phone call, but it's the easiest day of the week. So what I'm going to do is move this up, but I'm going to make it into a little flip top. So if I need to put some more things in, I can. So I'm just picking that up gently. There we go. I'm going to leave this off to the side to dry. And I'm going to pull in another bit of paper. No, I'm going to stick with the green. I'll use a bit of this bit that I've got left over, which I feel bad because I'm now going to stick it sort of in a different way, but that's alright. It's fine. So I'm going to stick this down, and then it's still a little bit wet, so I'll hit it with the heat tool once it's down. Shouldn't need much of the heat tool, but just a little bit won't hurt it. seriously can't do anything right in this decoration. I keep messing this up. It goes on this side because I want to have the inside to write on. Apologies. I think this is a combination of mum brain and blonde brain. Either way, I'm not very switched on at the moment. Oh, for anyone who asked, because I did have a couple of people ask me during the week how I was going for my first week back, it went really well. It went really well. Charlotte was really good at daycare. We didn't have any problems with anything. It was a good week. It was a really good week. I hope they're all, it wasn't easy, but I hope they're all like that, because that was okay. So I'm a little bit long on that side, but that's right, because I can now come in and trim it up now that I can see. Sort of put the greenery sort of up instead of down, maybe, or up here, so that leaves Thursday pretty free. Oh, I hate putting glue on such a gorgeous thing. I'm actually just going to have it down a little bit. I'm going to put some more flowers in that corner. There we go. So a little box. If you ever have a sticker that's done this, that sort of kept a bit of the whiteness from the back, I just grab the scissors, trim that layer off, and that way you can put it back in again, because it's still got the stick there. If it doesn't, if it's lost the stick completely, you can always just grab some glue tape. I've mangled it a little bit, but I still think it looks fine. Alright, I need to put these things in. So we have appointments coming out of our bottoms this week. So I'm going to put a little, I know I need a big swatch, green swatch on Monday. Green swatch on Monday, so that's that one. Tuesday we have some exercise happening, which is very different. Coming with a brown swatch for Tuesday. You can use this one. Put it in there so it's got the, fills up that space. Wednesday's just a phone call, so that can be a skinny swatch. Thursday's the scary day. So Thursday, I'm gonna have it all down here. I might actually leave it and just write that in by hand, like just have it just sitting there, just because it's so much. Because I do have just 3 things on. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna leave it like I was going to and just have it sitting there, and that'll be fine. And then the back end of the week, I really don't have anything on at all. It's very boring. So I need something here. I'm gonna do a bit of sticker surgery here. So I'm just gonna change these little flaggies. I'm just gonna change them from flags just to flats. I don't think there's flats in here. I'm pretty sure they're all flags. I'm gonna have this sit down the side. I'm going to grab this one here that says this week. Do I want this week? Alright, I'm going to have the yellow one that says get it done, which is kind of, if you think of it, it's my to-do list. Go with that. So it's my to-do list for the week. I'm going to have the green, brown, and the pink. Again, just doing a little bit of sticker surgery. Put Happy Mail on, I need a pink bit of paper. So I'm going to cut this to be, where's my ruler, 9 centimetres high, and that's 6.5 centimetres wide. I'll actually make it 6, just so that it's going to fit in there without a problem. I'm just going to make it, it's a little bit more than 6, but not much. And then what did I say, 9.5. things on here, but that'll sit down low enough, I think. No, it won't. So, because it won't, I'm going to trim off just a little bit more. Going to go with that. I'm just going to have it sit there like that. I am going to make this a little bit cool though. I'm just using my tab punch board. I'm just going to add just tab bits to the top. So that way it kind of looks like it is just going to pull out, and we'll put the Happy Mail here on the top with a little flower. Still feel like I'm missing something on the top there, but if I put anything there, it then becomes like it sits behind the window, and that's the part I don't want to do. I did see something I wanted to use before. Where did it go? Grab that for a second. There we go. I'm going to grab this big thing of hibiscus. I'm going to put that at the top. I'm just going to make sure that it sits behind my flipper. There you go, so you can't see it there, it just pops up a little bit from the top, which is fine. I'm going to put one of these big Monstera leaves, maybe the Bird of Paradise. You can see it pop up a little bit, but I think that's still fine. And then I'll have my crazy day on Thursday that I'll put everything into. It's just sitting there. But there we go. I don't know if that's as dark as I was meaning to go, but it definitely did use the darker side of this. I think I stuck, pardon me, to my brief, I guess if that's the right word. I love that. I love the pops. I love the darkness. I love the green. It is gorgeous. And then just as the week goes on, I'll obviously add bits and pieces in here. Oh, sorry. I have to use the little mini flamingo. It's the only flamingo I'm going to use on here, but he's just too cute to leave behind. No, it looks fun. I'm getting over it. I'm just going to get over it. I hope you guys did enjoy this one. Thank you to all those people who did vote and ask vote for which side they wanted to see. I really love knowing what you guys like. So if there is something that you want to see me do or want me to try, please let me know. You can find me, of course, on my socials, or you can leave me a comment down below. If you did enjoy this one, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for lots and lots of other Planner Anonymous goodies. I hope you have an awesome week, and I'll catch you again in my next video. Sending lots of huggles. Bye!